All right, I think the thing is going. Hello, stream. This is Brandon over at Raven's Realm, ready for another, maybe even the final season 2 episode for Savior Cycle. Previously, our heroes had traveled all through the land, mostly speaking. Sometimes by their own, will. Other times propelled by their own failures.
You don't talk about that, Brandon.
And propelled from their previous victory in Zilland, which was a glorious victory, right? Is that other things we talk about? Leaving Zilland, heading back to the city of the Savior, because now they're trying to put it all together to really figure out the cycle, how to repair it, and how to save the region. Well, y'all were on y'all's way from Zilland last time. Got interrupted, Final Fantasy 15 style, by like a floating airship in the sky. Justin, what happened?
Well, it seems like Chad Squatch got himself in some trouble. He got there was a laser beam coming from this airship, and it was about to hit his best friend, Hero.
Aw.
And yeah, and from there he dove in front of it to kind of stop Hero from getting the brunt of it, or all of it, I guess, or any of it. And he's really hurt at this time.
What's his HP at?
He's at 4 HP right now.
Oh, buddy. Out of how many? Because I think you had a shitload.
I had a shit ton. It's like 35, I think.
That's insane. So, I mean, like the legit
Oh,
thing
24,
here is...
24. I lied. I thought it was 35. It was 24. I'm 11. I lied by.
So we had Chris Skyer flying around and found the crystal, right? Was it Skyer that found the crystal and was going to
Yes.
try and sap it?
Yes, but it zapped me.
Mm-hmm.
I almost died on that one too.
Yeah. And so, anyways, they exploded the whole thing, and it started coming down, but much like, I don't know, shooting a helicopter down in Battlefield, you gotta still pay attention to where it's gonna land. So, that happened. But, rested, well, no, we're not rested yet. Not recovered yet. It's really moments literally after, because I think I was having kind of a work emergency right after that, and Chris was also having something like that. And so we had to cut it really short, and we didn't even do our outros. We were going to talk about kind of our, what we claimed experience from, and we got it in a chat log, but we haven't got it on stream. I don't know. We'll probably do that like at the end of this one, because we technically need it by the record bot, Craig. But if we, we'll figure that out. But I don't feel like starting right now with like, oh yeah, I got this much XP, and all that shit is a good way to start it off. So let's go straight into the business. The sun rises on a grassy field between Zilland and City of the Savior. The farmland hasn't quite started up yet, but it is still like a grassy plains area that's been clear cut for timber. It's morning. You haven't slept yet. The wreckage has stopped burning at this point, and you have a feeling that nothing else is coming for you imminently. What do y'all do?
Yeah, I'm not feeling so well. I'm hurting a little bit.
Skyer, are you still able to make something that could make Chad Squatch feel better?
Well, I could certainly
Cake.
try.
Or some figs. I don't know. What do you think I think?
I think we're all out of cake from the from what we got in Zilland.
Someone threw out all the cake.
The fuckers.
We
It
took
was
2 cakes, I
poisonous.
think.
Which I
Oh.
believe we ate on the way.
One was poisonous.
Someone threw out half the cake, I
Yeah.
was about to say.
Yeah.
I threw the poisonous one into a hole when Chad Scott wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Skya and Chad Scott ate
The last one,
cake
yeah.
that was shoved into a bag.
The bag cake.
Mixed together with
Oh,
some
no.
ashes from another person and oof.
This
Uh,
has
Who doesn't
been
like
the
loose cake?
most.
Okay.
This has been the most we've ever discussed, like sweets and like I don't know, like cakes and shit like that ever in like a game.
Mhm.
I'll-
What would you need, Sky, for us to tend to these wounds?
Oh, just a little bit of downtime, 10 or 15 minutes at the most,
Oh,
so I can go scavenge the fields.
I think I'm
I'll
just
make
gonna lay
supplies.
down for a minute.
well, do you think we would be okay for that long? Hopefully no one else comes looks at the burning ship. Whoever these people were.
Yeah, I mean, Hero and I guess, can keep scout while Chad Squad rests and Skyer looks for things, just to at least give some sort of warning if something comes for us.
A side
Maybe look at
quest?
this wreckage.
Sounds like a plan.
Sweet. Let's break this out then. So, Chris, do you have an ability that's like scavenging for things that I need to be aware of?
What I'm referencing is my Cauldron's Brew and Potions Bubble,
Mhm.
and that's basically like when you have downtime, I can sort of just like look for supplies and make a potion.
Heck yeah.
But it has a set of choices that you can choose. Like the potion is successful. Like it's nothing I roll for, but you choose the effects. I think.
But the GM will give
You-
you
Or-
one.
It's more that you choose the effect. I choose the side effect.
Yes.
Oh well, yeah, yeah. Like I'm choosing the effect that it'll be healing, and then you choose the complication. If that makes sense.
It does make sense.
And it has
I think I'm going to let you just be successful here. You can,
Okay.
but he's real hurt. How many HP do you gain in a rest? I think it's your level. When you're like level 4,
Level 5 now.
level 5.
So I'm at 4 out of 24. Would I add the 5 immediately, or that's just it's not a full rest though, right?
It will be a rest after this time period passes, which I guess is the assumption here is that you are successful in resting, which I've already kind of told you it would be. So let's say you guys rest until like mid-afternoon. Go ahead and take your 5 HP. You're gonna get a potion back from Skyer. That will heal 1d10. It's very potent.
Ooh. Who rolls it? Do I?
You do.
Eee, I like rolling things.
And as Chat Squatch is getting tended to, I think Niobe and I will look through the wreckage, maybe try to find any sort of communication or notes or maybe a black box of some sort.
That dice was so suspenseful.
That was so anticlimactic. Just bleh, 4.
Bleh.
Okay, so we'll say that y'all are searching through the ruins. We'll do, who's doing the roll and who's helping? That way we just set it up.
I'll help.
Okay, I will do the roll. What am I
Sweet.
rolling?
Discern realities with advantage.
Thank God I said help.
I
You rolled the 1.
got a 7, and then
Well-
the second one is an
Hey,
8.
doesn't- So really the way it's supposed to work, right, is you'd roll 3d6 and keep the highest
Oh,
2.
You're right.
But your second roll was 2-4, so I don't really have to like...
Oh, do that.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
We'll say one of the 4.
Conveniently works out.
So a 4 and a 6, which would be a 10.
This is like Blue's Clues. It's like 4 and a 6. What is it, audience? That's
How
right.
many do-
It's 10. Okay, so real quick. I think Discern Realities has a different clause whenever you roll a 10 plus. So let's
As-
verify that. 3 questions from that
Yeah.
list.
Let's see. What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? And what here is not what it appears to be? Will be my 3 questions.
There's a fragment of crystal wrapped up in like aluminum sheeting or something like that, and it's like a sliver of crystal placed in that, and you're looking at it and you realize that, like, yes, it is a fragment of the power that really kind of propelled the ship. However, it's also the tracker, and so you could take this thing and it would be just a really good extra piece of energy, but it would also be a homing beacon for where you're at. You asked what happened here recently, or was it
what should I be on the lookout for? And what here is not what it appears to be?
And that third one, because I think I rolled those two together.
Oh, okay.
Crystal.
Yeah, what should I be on the lookout for? I think. Or would that be...
What should I be on the lookout for? What is not what it appears to be, and...
What here is useful or valuable to me?
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And there's all kinds of various, like, materials and stuff within, but as you're looking more at that, like, still together kind of homing device, you understand that if you were to just crinkle the aluminum ends of it, that it would cut off any of the kind of, I don't want to say electromagnetic fluctuations, because that's not really on vibe, but it would snuff the bleed of the energy from it.
So snuff the bleed as in...
Make it no longer be homeable, right?
I'll, like, pull it out of the wreckage. Niobe, I believe I found something.
Another crystal?
Yes, however, this one appears to have a connection to something. I don't know what, but it seems that someone could find this crystal. And but it looks like
Should
I
we
can
smash
turn
it?
it. Well, that's what I'm asking you. Well, what should we do? Because I have 2 ideas. One, we use it to try to lay a trap for whoever sent the ship, or we use the energy that it has and turn it off. Either way, I'm good with, but I guess we can talk to the others to plan it all out. We shouldn't leave it beeping for too long, though.
I agree. Is there a way to, like, momentarily stop it until we talk to them? Because right now, setting a trap is a bad idea. Chad Squatch is on death's door.
Oh, yes. Good point.
But
I don't
I feel like we need
believe
to
so.
sort of lead, kind of walking in blind, and if we can set a trap and get some people alive to give us any more info on top of what the travelers told us last time, that may be pertinent to us surviving entering the city of the Savior.
Yes. I think this would be a permanent fix. I have to snap this piece off, and I'll, like, point to the piece you're talking about, Brandon.
Sure, it's like a tube of aluminum, right? And you're really just, like, twisting the ends of it, like foil almost, to just lock it in.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yes, I think it's the bit of energy coming out is what causes the connection. If I close it, then maybe I just don't know if I can open it once again.
It's exactly the leftover Chipotle conundrum.
Well, seeing as it's been beeping there in wreckage for a bit, I'm hesitant to leave it beeping, but also we should talk to the others.
Yes, let's head on back. Skyer, Chad Squatch, are you feeling better?
Chad Squatch holds up a thumbs up while laying down.
I don't think that was the response I hoped for. We found something, and I'll, like, hold the crystal up. Oh. and then I'll explain. It's like a homing beacon of sorts. I wanted to talk to you all before figuring out what we wanted to do with it. We could turn it off and keep the energy inside the crystal, or... Ooh, wait. You lost some energy, right?
I sure did. I lost a whole bunch.
Did it look like this? And I'll hold the crystal.
Does it look like that? Is
It does
orange?
actually. Well, no. It's green with like orange stripes going through it.
Yeah, it looks like mine.
Maybe you'd feel better if you drank this.
You say I just drink it?
I mean, there's this aluminum metalish cap on it, and if we close it, then it no longer homes on this location. However, we could open it, and I don't know what it would do to you, in all honesty, but if you say it
How
is
about
your
I just
energy...
try a swig of it, like a little bit of it, you know?
Take a shot of the mystery juice.
I don't know. I will... Sure, why not?
We don't know who may be looking at the other side of it.
Yes.
You said it's a homing beacon.
Yes. I don't know if it is...
Well, if you say it's a tracker and Chad Squatch drinks it, well, then they always be able to track Chad Squatch,
Oh, yes. I guess
Precisely.
that is right. Well,
which is not
Why wouldn't
good
we want
for a
that?
covert operation.
We should attach it to a balloon and let it fly away.
do we have one?
Or
Can you
Smash it? We could
do
smash
something
it.
with it?
I think we should smash it. They know at this point the craft that they sent after us has not moved in quite some time. So maybe we just smash it where it was, and they assume that it had a little bit of juice left in it after the craft crashed, and then it died, and we get the fuck out of here.
I'm down. Maybe we could put the remnants of it. Maybe like we could call in Silver Dollar or something. The Raven.
Oh, I did talk to a parrot recently to deliver a message.
Remind me.
Oh, I just sent a message to the elder that's in front, like leading Zulan, to say that Sandra's a bitch and trying to poison everybody.
That's
Don't
right.
trust her.
That's right.
Oh, well, I can just turn it off, and then I will attempt to turn off the homing beacon by closing this metal contraption fully.
No roll required. You just kind of crinkle the ends of it, and you're gonna feel pretty confident that it has been snuffed.
That should do it. They shouldn't be able to track it anymore. Should we just keep it or leave it?
I say leave it, just in case. Huck it with the rest of the scraps of the building. Craft.
Is the wreckage like producing a huge smoke
Smoke.
cloud? Or is it just kind of down on the ground? Is it like
Kinda-
actively
It's
burning?
more,
and sending
it's
up-
more just on the ground. There's not like an active fire or anything like that.
Okay.
Enough of it is like alchemically or etherically powered that it's like not like combustion engines with like motor oil or anything like that. So there might be like big magical auras, but there's definitely no visible things.
Yes, I think we should chuck the thing into the trash and get on with our trip.
Very well. And I will toss it back towards the wreckage.
All right. And y'all continue y'all's walk along, what do we call this? Destitution Way? Destitution Highway.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
back into the city of the Savior. The trail will wind kind of northward and back southward and wave through kind of both arid terrain and slightly more humid grassland. After really a day's worth of travel, I think you're gonna be coming across the farmland. So you see the farms in sight. It looks like the harvest hasn't been collected right now, so it's all kind of overgrown, a little scrappy looking. Traveling y'all's way down the road through, and I'm imagining like basically like corn stalks, right? Down the way, and they're like 11-foot tall corn stalks, all flanking the road, so your path kind of cuts very cleanly through this place with complicated visibility, right? You can see down the way a ways that there are some travelers coming your way. What are y'all doing?
What do these travelers look like?
They're a trio of automatons.
Son of a bitch.
I'll just say, everyone, I think you all should duck low. I'll try to handle this, I guess. They look different than the ones we saw earlier.
You certain?
Yes, just be close by. If things go south, I wouldn't want you all to get hurt for, whatever, these people caused.
Chad squats meanders into the cornfield to kind of duck low. He's a big guy, but he's trying to keep low inside the corn.
What is Kai? What you up to?
I think Niobe will also go into the corn and then turn fully into a snake.
Perfect time, too.
Oh,
Because you could help, and they wouldn't even know you're like you're against them and stuff.
Exactly.
Like, oh, a fucking snake, but not like, oh, a fucking deity.
A massive fucking snake.
and Skyer, what are you up to?
Staying near the party. Gonna stay on the ground for once.
Okay,
Just kind of duck into the corn.
sweet. Of y'all, other than Hero, who's the worst at hiding?
What skill is hiding?
Why do you
Yeah,
ask?
which one?
I like
Yeah, well, you
dexterity.
know, Brethren.
Because I'm gonna make them
It's
roll.
definitely me with my 16 dexterity.
I've got 14 dexterity.
I was joking. You weren't supposed to say what your dex was. Yeah, Old Man Skyer, what's your dex?
15.
What?
I would,
we're all
You're more
Yeah.
dexterous than a big old Sasquatch.
I would say probably.
High dex, low wisdom. Can you tell it's a D&D group normally?
None of us have good wisdom.
None
I
of
just
us.
roll
None of
it
us.
constantly.
I think.
And I did take another wisdom move
Wait.
for the crowd out there.
Would it be Chad Squatch due to his height? Would be the.
Yeah, I'd
I
probably
think-
be most at
See everyone roll it.
disadvantage.
I think
Okay.
I
Plus
think
being
that's
big.
just how it's gonna be.
Just
So
roll dex.
well, it is defy danger dex to evade the watchful guise of the patrolling robots.
Goody. Rolled a 7.
No problem.
9.
The three robots along the path kind of stop, and I almost we've kind of talked about it before, but just to like re-pitch them, I absolutely see them in like the vein of like battle droids from the Star Wars prequels. So it's like, hey, you, What are you doing over there? You're not. Who are you? Where are you supposed to be? That's all aimed at Hero.
There was a ship I was on my post, and it crash landed not far from here, about a day's travel. And then I'm gonna like try to like stutter and pretend to be hurt, like have this little limp in my walk. Yes. Help me.
So, at about that time, Skylar, you see kind of behind them that because you've somehow managed to be stealthy and are actually have like the flanking angle on them, they got crystals that are like on their backs that are orange in color, and they're kind of glowing right now. And it seems like they're glowing in reaction to being close to Hero. So they one of them is reaching for a gun, and the other is reaching for some sort of communication device. So that's your 9. No, that's your 11. But basically, you get the full-on jump on them.
How close am I to them at this point?
Probably about 10 foot away is what I'm thinking.
All right, my head's down, and my intention is to get as close as possible and try to touch one of them. I don't care which one. So it's just at random, just trying to touch them, and I'm gonna try to.
I love this move. It's my favorite move.
I'm gonna try to do what
Give
I
me
did.
a second to handle the Chad Squashes and Niobe's 9s real quick.
Oh, I know what movie you're gonna do. Yeah.
Yes. He's got the touch.
He's got the power.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Sorry, that's Transformers, the movie OG.
See, I'm from the '90s, so I remember the original song coming out. Like, what is it? Anyway, it's sidetracked. Sorry.
So yeah, Chad Squatch, you're standing off to the side. How do you make yourself potentially known to them?
Well, he is a big fella, so I imagine that he's making an indention into the cornfield, and you'll be able to see kind of like the corn disheveled and not in a clear row like every other corn is.
Okay, so there's like an indention or like even you would see in the distance like it's all kind of folding. Whose hiddenness do you compromise to maintain your own?
I think that would have to be Sire.
Okay. I almost imagine, are you like hiding behind Skyer basically?
I think he's kind of hiding behind me. Like, he went through first, so he was like, oh yeah, this is going to work. So he doesn't even see that I left like a huge mess behind.
I like that. So yeah, like there's like, oh yeah, that's kind of roomy here, and it's like, oh shit. Okay. And Niobe, what do you what's the other creature that you smell in these cornfields that have been abandoned? Now that you're a snake.
The creature I smell? Well, I just like remembered this, but Niobe like hasn't eaten anything when anyone else has eaten anything. So she probably smells like a rodent or a bird or something in the field, just like as a snake is a lot more affected by it than when she's been staying in her human form the entire time. It's like, God damn, I'm hungry. Just a quick snack should be fine. As she's slithering into the cornfield.
Okay.
It's Jonathan Davis.
Damn corn. And the corn.
Jonathan Davis in the cornfield.
When is the last time that Niobe ate something that wasn't cake?
I don't think she ate the cake. Like, I think probably the last time
wow.
she fully ate something was in her apartment when she left Mrs. Jones in Greenland.
I thought you ate an
She probably
entire
ate like
person.
something because she like scavengers or whatever, but like really probably hasn't eaten much. Just seeing like the amount of food and things, and like I don't know if you all recall, but like I have in my character notes, like when she was in her apartment, she would eat like frozen remains, to TBD if they're human or not, that were just in her fridge and her freezer that like went bad because it wasn't there, and she was used to that and hasn't found that along the way. Maybe the human that she ate at some point was a meal technically, but
All right.
Did you eat any of the Jables? Whenever you were peeling back his skin, were you like, hey, a little for me, a little for whatever?
Not explicitly,
mayhaps I
but
did.
right?
Yeah, it wasn't mentioned. We kind of glossed over the fact that I skinned a man.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we've visited it a few times. But so I think what you're realizing now is that while you have killed your mother and released her energy back in, some of her abilities have seeped back into you. You know that if you devour a living creature, that basically for you mechanically what it means is you can like save a die roll of a 5. Right? So there's this bunny hopping across the path behind the robots. What do you want to do anything about that?
I think she's actually gonna go for it. She's like, I'm a snake. Maybe they won't know that I'm a part of the rest of this group. I am massive, but like, who knows what's going on with the world?
You could
I'm
intimidate
hungry.
them.
Powers, XYZ, gonna go for the rabbit.
All right. So we're kind of seeing the situation here. Starts hopping across to the other side of the path. Now, even before any of that context whatsoever, Hero was already going to reach out and illuminate some minds here. There are 3 of them there. Hero, go ahead and throw like how are you doing? Are you trying to like blend in with them? It's like they're like, who are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Are you like, hold on a second. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, yeah, I just got lost. Or like, are you trying to blend in? Or are you trying to do like an aggressive act?
I'm trying to blend in and act like one of the automatons that was on the airship. So I'm like my head's looking down because my eyes are of a different shade. So I'm just looking down and walking forward slowly and like not intimidatingly, like trying to have this limp. And then once I get within reach of them, I'm gonna feint a fall on one to try to grab one, and then
I like all of this. Throw charisma for it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
9. Partial success.
9.
9.
9.
We've been forgetting to do that.
You were able to do the thing. Describe it for us.
I'm stumbling. The airship had crash landed. I don't feel well at all. I've been traveling for days, and then like get as close as I can, and then just and then pretend to fall and grab one. And then my hands will glow a bit upon touching one, and as I try to free their mind.
You reach into its mind, as you try to knock away the shackles that hold it back into its like rigorous and structured life, you rip that away. What's underneath it is malevolence. You are freeing someone who is otherwise, or an entity that is otherwise mean. Not just mean, but like outright hostile to the idea. Not hostile. We're talking like kids that pick the wings off of butterflies type of stuff. And that is what you are about to free. Do you go through with it?
So, what I would be...
Weird.
Hostile as in hostile to...
Not hostile necessarily to you, but rather some people just want to watch the world burn.
That's who I would be freeing.
Like summoning a demon all of a sudden.
Freedom requires chaos.
Yeah.
Sorry, a lot of times in the past I've leaned on like the neutrality and the wondrous innocence of these liberated minds, and I'm like, you know what? No, sometimes they're just an asshole.
Would Hero be led to believe that this might harm his newly found friends? It would just be an aggressive...
Define newly
one.
found.
The ones that are in the field.
Gotcha, the party.
The party.
Gotcha. No, that's the thing here. You can guarantee that this person will not harm the party.
Then yes, I'll do it.
So like this like joyous, confused rage look goes over this like robotic face. Which I guess, what does it even look like if it's like robotic? It's like the eyebrows, like, I don't know, like, and then just this like evil laugh, like, and the eyes turn from like their glowing green to like a red color. And his companions are like, "You, what's wrong?" "Nothing. Everything is fine." Obi, roll a quick attack to see if you're able to hit that rabbit.
What is that? Just hack and slash?
Yep.
Okay. 8.
As you lunge at that rabbit across the road, the other ones are like a little freaked out and just let a shot go. Roll d8 and take that as damage.
God damn it.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's a snake! That's a
7.
shitty roll for you, but I mean, that's odd. You rolled well.
Hey.
So they're freaking out over this like giant snake. You've got this rabbit in your mouth. No, I mean, it's kind of a situation where you like bite and just probably swallow whole, right?
Yeah, it's like biting to kill it, and then I'm just slowly moving it down my snake intestines.
So the other two robots spin around to like, holy crap! And the maniacal one spins around and blasts his two companions in the back, laughing maniacally the whole time. And then spins back to Hero. You have provided illumination. I am grateful.
Yes, I seem to have. Would we be able to, in exchange for that, talk about what I saw in your head?
I have no idea what you mean.
Do you recall anything before this very moment?
Yes, we were on assignment out here patrolling in the fields, watching for any travelers to tax.
Travelers, you said attacks?
Yeah, we would take their things.
Oh, you would attack travelers. Well, now that I've read you, would you be able to tell me about what's going on in the city? It is much different than I last remember.
It looks at you and like not recollection as much as like trying to regurgitate facts, because he has no context of when the last time you were in the city, right? We've been mobilized to force out the rest of the remnant humanoid populations. Mostly successful. There's some holdout forces there, but now already our fearless leader is moving into the city to begin a beachhead to set up a beachhead and attack the sea people.
Oh, you said our leader. You're in support of this.
And this like look comes over his face of questioning.
You don't need to refer them as your leader, as now that you are able to think and act under your own free will, you can do anything that you please. Even that, I guess.
And turns. Yes, but I think I'll go back to the city and help purge the rest of it. That sounds like mighty fun. He says, laughing, and then just starts like firing. Like he sets like a lever on his like rifle, and it starts like flamethrowing the cornfield.
Oh, be careful! You don't want to burn down any more snakes or creatures or things in the field.
Oh, never mind. I love that smell. And just continues walking off to town.
By purge, who are you? Oh my.
Do I hear this as I'm eating the rabbit?
Sure, at least that latter part for sure.
I don't like that. And I don't know if I want to attack it. Can I just stop dead in my tracks and try and stare at it?
Yes.
Is Niobe behind me? Or is she in front
I think
of me?
so.
Behind
I
me?
think behind.
I will, not knowing this, just naturally call it, excuse me, what is your name? Try to get him to look at me or address me again, or is he just full steam walking away from me towards the city?
No, he'll shoot something back. Your name is like a elite hacker speak of hero.
Yeah.
So his is gonna be like, what is it? H3R.
H8TR. Huh. What a great name. It's nice to meet you. I'm Hero, is what my friends call me.
And he's just
As he's
walking down
saying
the
this-
road with like the flamethrower, and he's like, "The pleasure is all mine." And he's like, and there's flames are shooting off. What's going on, Niobe?
Oh, I was just gonna make a big snake burping sound and try and slither past Hero towards Hater.
Go ahead, throw Defy Danger deck. Well, no, you made your stealth roll, didn't you?
Yeah, I got 9.
Yeah, and he's kind of distracted, so I'll carry that one forward. What are you gonna do with your upper hand?
I'm really just trying to like mean mug this guy as a snake in hopes that he'd be so confused that he would stare at me.
So you want to convince this person of your hostile intent?
Kind of enough for it to look at me and stop burning shit down and like halt. But also trying not to get burned myself,
Right?
clearly.
I think this is Defy Danger Charisma.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I get advantage and I get a +1. My god. Okay. Watch me roll like shit still. 10, 11.
He just kind of stares at you. Do the Niobe as a serpent like eyes glow?
Yeah, it's definitely normally her eyes are green, but I think in snake form, especially after all the things that happened, they have like a slight gold glint to them, like a serpentine gold, not like a ethereal gold, but it's definitely a change for sure.
Staring at you. He says, not necessarily to you, as much as to himself, is like, blessed just moments ago with the subliminal genesis that I've received. I find myself staring down my own demons given primordial fear. And I am taught to behave. And he puts away his weapon. What do you do?
And then as a snake, I'm gonna talk and say, that's much better. See, us conscious beings have the ability to choose and decide our own paths. However, they also impact others in ways that maybe you, as someone who just received consciousness, may not understand. There are certain paths we can go down, and certain ones in which others will have to take you down in order to prevail in their own sense. And burning down the world perhaps isn't the best choice.
And
No.
you, as a mightier being, depriving me of my freedom of choice, is setting the world on a better course. He ponders. I agree with that. And continues his peaceful walk to town.
Aaron, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I saw his thoughts and I thought maybe freeing him would be better, but it didn't seem that way. I'm not that great with this whole freedom thing.
I appreciate the attempt. I understand where you're coming from. Are our friends dead in the field?
I don't think so, and I'll look.
Well, luckily, all the corn was cleared around Skyer, so he's fine. Because of Chad Squatch's
Yes.
wake.
Oh, there they are.
And- You see Chad Squatch holding a whole raw corn that's not fully like developed or whatever. It's not ready to eat, but he's just kind of chewing on it whole, like a hot dog, I guess, or a corn dog.
Right?
I'm gonna check
That's
out
what
the
that
dead.
can't be good for your teeth.
A lot
Check out
juicier than you would think.
I'm gonna look at the dead bodies that are on the ground of the robots, and first of all, I want to look for that communication device you mentioned.
Yeah, the like orange looking crystal thing. They're still there.
Is it the same as the one that we found before in the crash,
Yes, it's very similar.
or similar?
It's I'm loath to say identical because I lack the perfect recall of what I described before. So we're reserving the right to change minor details.
This one's red.
Hero, do you have to be touching people to do that maneuver?
I'm not sure. I've never tried it from a distance.
Do you think?
What if-
Oh, yeah. You got it. You got it.
Oh, sorry. So what if we could free them all somehow? I would put an end to this.
How so? I can't physically touch.
Like- But if you get a big enough, I agree with Sky. I think that's a really good idea. If we get a big enough power source that can kind of exude your energy, perhaps whatever is the core, like you have your own operating core. These people must have some sort of similar thing. They're taking orders, they're getting directives, and that must be programmed into them in some way. And if we can get to that source of what is programming and directing them, then either you touch that or influence that in some way, maybe we can shut this whole shit down. Like the factory where you came from.
Oh, sure. If such a way we could do it. I just don't know after that. He seemed a bit, what is the word? Crazy. I wouldn't want to just do that on a grand scale if it were mean. And then I'll look at the two dead robots.
But
More
they were
casualties.
kinder.
Well, it just seems I picked the wrong one, I guess. I don't even know what these two.
His name was Hater. You can't really control that. You know what I mean? Like, I doubt there's another Hater out there. How likely is that? Not very, you know?
I guess. I don't know how
Hey,
many
meatbags.
how many there may be, but I guess sure. I'm just kind of shaken up with what happened recently. It seems that free will maybe isn't the best. I'm conflicted, is all.
Seems kind of deterministic, doesn't it? Was he stamped as a hater before he was a hater? Was he born a hater?
I think he was literally. I mean, he was literally stamped as Hater. That is a thing that happened to that man. But we figured it out. We did.
Put the fear of God in him.
You know.
And it's not super bad. Like the other two wanted to kill
Yeah,
him.
I can mean up all
Like,
of them. It'll be fine. We'll be so fine.
Okay, yes. Well, it seems that I am not fit to lead anything like this. In terms of like a rebellion or whatever. What you did there, Niobe, was quite fitting for a leader.
I disagree. I think what you had the courage to do to reach out to somebody that clearly wanted to harm you, and to see that despite all of those things, that they deserve to have a choice. Whether the fear of God will scare them out of that choice is a different story, but being able to let every conscious thing decide their own path, at least for an instance, is a quality of a leader, of inspiring people to make their own choices. And who else to do that for all these people than the one robot automaton that did that for themselves and can do that for others? I think you have to be the one.
Oh, well, if you put it that way, yes, but I'm not gonna do it without you all by my side. I wouldn't have made it this far without you all. So this isn't gonna end
absolutely. And I wouldn't be a king without all of y'all either.
King?
A leader, you know.
Oh, yes. But he did mention that the individual leading, or that he was under, was planning to take out Lyonese or wage war against them, something along those lines.
Hate the
God, I
lightning.
fucking hate those people.
those
God
guys.
damn.
Ugh.
Should
They
we?
stink like fish.
Like, can we let them do that and then kill them all?
I guess we
Take a
should.
vacation for a bit.
I'm
We
not
need
sure.
a long rest, you know, and then we'll go after it, you know?
Yeah, like B team. Let Lyonese take some of them out. We come through, clear up the rest of all of them. You know?
That sounds good to me. I think we took that patrol group out. We should be safe to rest here for at least a little bit, if that's what we want to do. I don't know when the attack is planned for.
So do we smash the trackers, or do we use something with them?
I think we can take one. Yes, Skyer?
To what end? For what purpose?
To communicate, as you said. Maybe using it in combination with the remnants of the factory, you can find something to broadcast this liberation.
Yes, we must find some way to do that.
I guess we
No,
would
I
have
think
to.
heading to the city is something we should do anyways, because if the source of this is all of the city, if they're attacking Lyonese, the fastest way to get to the specific ocean from the city is port gunning. So we should just go to the city, figure it out from there, and if they attack from the port, then we'll be in the city anyways.
Sounds good. I guess we should head in at the shadow of night. That would be best. We probably shouldn't venture into the city during the day. We don't know what lies
I
beyond.
agree.
So y'all don't mind if I smash this other one?
Go for it.
Let's see. Do I have
I'm
to-
sorry, watching Chris not laugh when I said specific ocean is killing me.
I was trying to hold it in.
Yeah,
Why did we do that?
it was very
So
specific.
stupid. I love it. I knew we would get to this point too where we're like trying to have a serious conversation and we have to say out loud the specific ocean. I remember saying that in session 0. We're gonna
Yeah.
get to that point.
I would even go further to drill in on the seeds of silliness that were sown so long ago. That the perfect broadcast point is definitely Colosso de H3R0s.
Hmm.
I thought you were going to say Red Diamond Marketplace and I was going to freak out.
That's where the final fight's happening, you know.
So that was something that Chatsquatch might know, or who coined that?
Yeah, who coined the Colosso de H3R0s?
I know
That
I
was
did.
definitely Justin.
I agree that it was definitely Justin.
So
Oh wait, I did do that. Yeah. It was after Cody Rhodes or some one of the Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes.
yeah.
Yeah. Forget these things.
Oh, so what is that? I imagine it's like a Colossus.
Yeah,
style
it's
thing.
exactly like the Greek mythology with like one of the seventh wonders or whatever, the missing one, and
Heck
where it's
yeah.
like Colossus of Rhodes or something, or Rhodes of Colossus. I don't know,
Where
but
is
it's exactly that.
Right on point. And oh, right. Let me move y'all to the Wilds map.
Ooh.
You may even, Ryan, want to take the audience with us
Yes, they are following along.
to see this beautiful piece of art that we really haven't shown since really before we were on Twitch doing this. So
They see the city. Zinski River,
Uh-huh.
Union Underground, Port Gunning, Deer Market. Where is the...
It's by the water.
Oh, yes, it is. I see it.
Oh yeah. I love this map. So good.
It's just so chaotic.
Like the campaign. This is the city of the savior.
Indeed.
All right.
So what's the plan, y'all?
I'll head into the city at the shadow of night.
Shadow
Just
of
try to-
Night?
Yes, but I still think that we should avoid the watchtower. And I don't know if we've passed customs at this point, but we should
I think we're in the
avoid
fields
those
of.
two wood travelers.
I think we're in the fields of
What field?
Kaczynski, right? Or the.
Yeah, customs was kind
Are we
of
in
closed
Kaczynski?
off. And you basically, they was turned into like a roaming customs guard that is largely indisposed. I'm not going to say y'all killed them because that's blatantly not what happened.
We did not.
Are we
Oh.
getting close to the outskirts of the city?
Sure, I'll say that let's set this scene, right? Y'all are at the edge where you should normally be able to see the Grand Watchtower. And it has been leveled to the ground. Nothing is there but like large stone rubble.
Do I see this large stone rubble?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was that?
I think that was the watchtower.
Oh my.
I don't know why they would want to destroy that, seeing as they could use the watchtower to watch for people, but teach their own, I guess. I guess it's just more of destroying the city and telling people not to come here.
Like a big old keep out sign, you know?
Yeah.
How
Shame.
unfortunate.
Coming through all of that and going around there, looks like some travelers on the road like start waving you down or going to wave you down. But before I set that scene, Nobi, are you still a snake?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So they start to get closer, and then they see like the group's kind of composition, and are like, I'm confused. And then they start just running back into the woods or the fields.
Wait! I think we scared them off.
That's probably me. I have that happen from time to time.
I don't think I should be the one yelling.
Should we go after them, Skyer? I think I
Maybe
shouldn't go
just
after them.
Skyer. Yeah, maybe just Skyer.
I
go
think
out with
Skyer
his
as the
broom.
only human.
Yeah.
should
I agree, they might be.
Send out the old man!
I tend to forget I'm the most normal looking, and I'm definitely not normal looking. Okay, I'll hop in my broom and try to go after them, like flying at a low level.
I don't even think you need a roll for this, right? You only need a roll if you're doing something like particularly like
Yeah,
maneuvering.
I think so.
All right, so yeah, you're gonna fly down to these folks. Oh my gosh, there's monsters back there.
Wait, we are not monsters.
And they'll kind of like slow. Wait, then are you one of the minders of the machines?
No. Are you?
No, we're survivors, outcasts. We didn't want to join Argyles, so we fled the city.
You're in the same situation, my friend.
Oh.
We are outcasts as well.
Well then, you can have those woods over there, and they point off in a different direction. Like, and we'll go this way, and then that way we don't have to tell if you were caught, we don't have to worry about you turning us in, and vice versa.
Wait, there's much we can learn from each other. Please just visit with us for a few moments before you leave.
And they're looking back at them as, I don't know where any of the others are hiding.
That's not what I meant. You've been to the city
Yes.
recently?
We left just this past week.
My friends and I are trying to figure out how to put an end to the invasion. But we are going into the city and we need to know more information about it.
Well, machines have told everyone to move on and out. It's the last bastion of guerrilla fighters, Argyle's been, who are really holding down the line. They've got a network of persons all under the city. Obviously headquartered in Argyle's market, and then going all the way down to the port. Probably link up with them if your intent is to join them.
We have a little bit of food left we can give you if you'd like to meet my friends and speak to them.
There's food.
They might have more questions.
What do you have?
Shit, what do we have besides cake that we threw away?
What about figs? Do I still have my figs?
Yeah, Sasquatch definitely has some figs, but I think he'd be upset about giving those to other people.
He growls, handing him off.
We this sounds so unappealing. We have figs and other berries. Things like that. Twigs.
They're gonna. Okay. Well, that sounds lovely. We've been living on nothing but thrown away bread and rodents. Figs are amazing. Yes, we're in. And they'll start walking over towards the group.
Good.
Yeah, Hero would probably kind of tuck away behind Chad Squatch, not wanting to scare these people who seem to be from the city, knowing what's going on.
Chad Squatch is reaching into his bag, grabbing figs and eating and watching. Not really sure what's happening.
I think Niobe's probably like just coiled up on herself, kind of resting her head on like a different part of her body and just kind of observing from afar.
And sunbasking like snakes do.
Yes.
They're walking up. Figs? I understand y'all have figs?
We have figs?
That's exactly what Chad Scotch would say.
Yes.
I got those figs for you. You can share. I will get you more figs.
You still got any more of that rabbit?
I can definitely get you another rabbit. It's easy for me to go hunting.
Chad Squatch kind of dumps the figs into his hands, and he just kind of offers it up, gross-like, with his hairy palms, and it's got like the mushroom from like way long ago that had a face on it, but now it's like just the ash of people mixed in with it. But he just offers it up.
They're like, there's like a moment, like a memory of disgust across their face, but then the hunger is like, and they just start voraciously going at it.
It's good figs, huh?
And the mushrooms on top. That's
Tell me about these mushrooms.
they're a fleshy mushroom.
They really are fleshy.
Just be careful with those. Chad Squatch gets a bit loopy sometimes on them.
I could speak with the gods whenever I take those mushrooms.
I would just
Memories of another life wash over you. An
but
attendant in a faraway city council office. A life you never lived.
but hi, my name is Hero. This is Chad Squatch and Niobe.
Hello.
Oh shit! One of them's here, and they're like starting to like grab.
He's not one of them.
He's different.
Yes.
The snake talks.
Excuse me, I'm not just a snake.
Chad Squatch, I think the mushrooms are getting to them.
Seems like it. It takes a really strong
I am a
stomach.
talking snake to them, to be fair. Let's not discredit that part.
I don't see what's strange about that, Niobe. I would consider that normal. But hi, I just wanted to introduce myself to you all. Sorry to scare you, but yes, as they said, I am not like one of those. It seems that I'm different.
Their face like washed like a okay, kind of like look over their face. Well, that's good.
Yes,
You probably don't want to go around Argyle's men. They won't understand.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Who is this Argyle?
Runs the Red Diamond Marketplace.
What's that?
Oh, wonderful store. Great tea, great markets of anything you could find.
Oh, sounds
Oh,
lovely.
A burned memory of a time long gone.
That doesn't sound good. Well, yes, I'm from the city of the Savior. However, I'm not from there too long. I'm rather young.
You were just born there, you know?
Yes.
Okay.
So this Argyle
Okay.
fellow is leading individuals?
Yes, the guerrillas, they're wanting to take back the city from the robot plague.
Oh, how do we find them?
I would start to run the marketplace. Really, if you just go through the sewers, you're bound to run into them. Maybe a few of the robot plague patrol, the robot patrols. But eventually you'd run in, the grills would find you down there.
And why have you all not joined them?
Because they are being murdered. I don't believe that they're going to be successful.
Well, the thing is, we need people to come back to the city.
What for?
There's this thing called the Savior Cycle. Pretty dope. Met a couple of gods, killed one, not too big of a deal. But there's this flow of energy coming out of the city that is not good, right? Because we want the city to exist afterwards. So we need people who also correlate, not sure about the causation, correlate to the flow of energy. And so if people go out, energy goes out, city crumbles bad, right? Robots take over, not great. People come back to the city, we defeat robots, energy comes back to the city, good, yay, city survives.
The people kind of are like looking at each other, and we'll say there's like 3 of them, right? And there's like, are talking like are we just eating mushrooms and talking metaphysics with this giant snake? And why is the snake making so much sense?
Because I'm telling the truth. The simple fact of reality currently that we're dealing with.
This snake is full of wisdom.
Full of wisdom.
The ding. Okay. We'll help you. We'll help you get into Argyle, into the sewers and join up with Argyle's men.
You did say that they wouldn't be pleased by my presence. Is there a way to stop them from shooting me at first sight?
Like if we paint him like green or something?
I just give him a cloak? Oh, wait.
I don't mind hiding behind someone and wearing a cloak. I could do that. I was just wondering if there was
Yeah, you just
something
cover
we-
up and I think we can figure it out.
very well, I'll just do that and look around.
You can have my cloak, hero.
Thank you, Niobe.
I give him like my green and gold royalty cloak. when I pass on me.
I'll put it on, and then put on the hood, and it feels nice, I think.
Yeah, it's quite slimming actually. If you tie the rope around the middle, it kind of cinches your waist in.
Oh, and then I'll do it in. Nice. I'll tie it up.
Sweet. All right, so y'all are gonna try and get into town, right?
Yeah, we'll follow these guys into the sewers into town.
Yeah, the
Yes.
lead guy of these people you've kind of found and convinced to head back. His name is Willard, is what I'm gonna go with. And he's kind of taking measure of the supplies, and well, I think we have enough figs for us to eat and get back into town. If we join up with Argyles, he'll feed us. So that sounds like a plan. I think if we head, rather than come right in through the north gate, we should follow the western perimeter and come in via La Corsten Falaya trail and head into the town, right?
Yes.
Oh, we had a lot of fun meeting.
It's a lot of
Yes.
fun.
A lot of quirky names. Yes, I think that'd be a good idea.
All right. Well, let's go. We got to avoid the rest of the patrols, though, right?
Yes, for sure.
You have an idea about how many of them are in there? In the city?
Couple hundred.
Who's the leader that they're following?
They weren't following any kind of central leadership we could see. It seemed like they had some sort of way to wordlessly communicate across vast distances. However, all that's kind of changed as the airships started to come in, and this really big one from across the northern mountains came and landed right at Port Gunning.
Did
Someone
you
important must be on there.
did you see a machine that led this communication by chance, or is this just something that you assume?
I assume.
Oh, we needed some sort of large-scale communication device. How unfortunate.
Well, just because I haven't found doesn't mean it doesn't exist. We can look once we get into the city. See if there's any blackout regions that perhaps certain buildings or things can't reach. Stuff like that.
Right? So let's see some rules of y'all actually trying to get into the city's perimeter.
Okay.
Alright.
Why?
Why? Entertainment.
I was just asking the gods.
What role would this be? Defy danger?
Dex?
Yeah.
Dex? Okay.
Defy danger or just Dex?
Just Dex.
I'll ignore that. I rolled with advantage. I would like that, but
Ooh,
that's
6 again. Or 7.
9.
Oh, I
I
got
got
the
a
same roll
7.
twice. I got a 12.
Ooh,
Nice.
More efficient 12 that time.
I got a 9.
I got a rock.
So coming through, Willard's kind of like guiding y'all through the streets. Evading patrols, slipping through alleys and stuff like that. Right as y'all are about to get to the sewer entrance that you want to go into. And to set the scene of the town, it is blasted. Half ruined buildings, mostly ruined buildings. Nothing is unscarred here.
So it's
rubble-
worse than when Hero destroyed everything? Or is this all still from that?
It's kind of the same plus more. Yeah. And so you all are cutting around a block with like a low wall, and Willard's like, okay, go, and immediately gets seen. He gazes back at y'all. And then just puts his hands up and starts walking towards the robots. I surrender! I surrender! And he's trying to run as a distraction so y'all don't get caught. What do y'all do?
Oh man, I don't
How
know, this
far
dude
has he
gave his
stepped
life
away
for me?
from us?
And how many
10, 20 feet.
how many robots are there that he's walking towards?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to say 10. A group of 10 of them.
And then
Okay.
I'll pull out the communication device that Skyer pulled off of those two dead bodies and say, Skyer, should I try? I don't know if
Sure.
it's going to work.
Yeah.
Can
Try
I
it.
take the crystal, put it in my back, where it was for the other ones, where I saw it, and just see if it fits?
Sure. Sure.
And then I want to take the energy that is imbued inside of Hero and try to push it towards these 10 individuals just with the wave of my hand, and try to communicate with just those 10, but just sending it
Okay.
forward.
When you reach across the local area network and try to inflict wakefulness on the things connected, roll plus wisdom.
Okay, not very good. An 8? Partial success?
Confusion hits the ranks as like they start to like what was like a purplish glow or like a greenish glow, purple and green probably, turns into this orangish glow as they seem to become independent. They start looking at each other for a moment and then looking at the person. And then looking at each other. One of them yells, "Hey, you, search him!" And the other one's like, "No, you search him! Who are you to boss me around?"
Naomi,
They start fighting with each other.
I think your speech about the free will you made earlier would help them. I don't know.
I have a better idea. Why don't you all go and I'm gonna wrap my snake body around Willett and drag him with us and we're just gonna go.
Yes. I'm gonna.
There's
I'll
too
run
many
off.
of them.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
All the chaos ensues.
I'll just nod and run. Can
Can
I?
I try and grab Willett?
Absolutely.
What do I roll for grappling with my snake body?
I don't think that's the role, right? Like I think you can just like grab Willard. Are you trying to be not seen, like discreet, or are you trying to just be swift?
I think swift, seeing as one, I'm a snake, so what the fuck is that happening? And two, they're already kind of distracted fighting with each other, so I don't think I need to like add more. I think I'm just trying to like save his life and get us out of there as quick as possible so they can't really follow us.
Okay. And it's funny because the question ends up being the same anyways. Roll defy danger, Dex, right? But having that context of what you're trying to do, I
Yeah.
think is helpful.
Yeah, they're just
Okay.
like, oh, that snake is eating a person. It's just like normal.
8.
I think that's exactly what they're like, Justin. They see you. Aha! The monsters from beyond the city are coming, exactly like we had planned. Soon the area will be reclaimed. And they're like, shut up. One of them like just like knocks him from behind. You talk too much. And they like as they kind of devolve to their own infighting.
And Chad Squatch hears that and plays with that and starts growling and screaming like a monster and running towards with Niobe, just because it looks like two monsters now are running into the city. He goes really loudly.
I'll try to sneak behind. I don't want to be seen running into the city.
That's fair.
Am
Alright.
I able to pull the gem off of my back, or is it stuck now?
You can take it out too.
Okay, I'll pull it off. And I'll look to Sky. Looks like it worked.
No, it's beautiful. Worked perfectly.
Oh,
Now we have the key to all this. It's you.
yeah, I guess. And I'll just follow whoever's leading us now.
Yeah, Willard's gonna be. He's like being held by Naomi. He's like, oh my gosh, you saved me.
Yeah, thanks for the cover. Let's go.
And y'all are gonna find your way into that sewer grate. Let's do a scene with encountering Argyle's mercenaries, and then probably figure out where it goes from there. And we're probably close to like wrapping it up right after that. So yeah, y'all slip into the sewers, and it doesn't take long before like just a lone like guerrilla scout like sees y'all. How do y'all march around in these sewers? And I'm just imagining it's like a big like cylindrical sewer with like paves on the sides. Actually
Ninja Turtle style.
yes, Ninja
How
Turtle
many-
style sewers for sure.
Us are there. Like, how many travelers did we pick up?
3, well, you got Willard and 2 of his companions, and then you have y'all.
I would imagine it's kind of like a group. So that people can clearly, like, at least my intention would be so that people can clearly see that, like, Hero is with us being chummy and to differentiate him from the rest of the robot. Seeing that, like, he's with a group of people that clearly don't seem to be, like, threatened to be with him.
Sure.
And I will still try to keep my presence at a minimal and let everyone else lead the way in conversation, knowing that they might be hostile towards me.
All right. Who goes there? One of them like just like starts to like wave y'all down with like a loud whisper, I guess is the best way to describe it. Trying to talk in a way that is audible but won't necessarily echo. Who goes there? And like waves y'all down. And he's got a definitely a fantasy style. So he's holding like a heavy crossbow in his arms. And it's kind of levied in y'all's direction.
Travelers trying to join the resistance.
How do you just have a crossbow on speed dial, Justin?
It's an
I saw
emoji.
that was wild. That was too quick.
That's funny.
For those on audio only, it's we're playing with the emojis in again. That's distracting.
So it is. My bad.
You anyways, he's got a crossbow like leveled at y'all. Who are you? What are you doing here? Are you monsters?
No, travelers trying to defend the city.
Dare ye say heroes?
Someone throw. What do you want?
To join the ranks, we were told of the Argyle's guerrilla fighters that are holding off against the robot invasion, and we have traveled and gotten a lot of information that we think will be helpful towards staving them off.
Niobe.
He's
Niobe, didn't you frequent the Red Market for like work or something too? Do you know this fellow?
Oh yeah, I sold a bunch of fake shit in the market.
Oh.
Sorry, real things. Very real.
I don't remember
very
seeing a
magical
giant
things.
snake in the marketplace.
You may know me in my other form, Not going to attempt it right now because I'm digesting and it can get gross. But Niobe Crane, have you heard that name?
Roll a charisma based roll here.
What charisma do you want? Just regular flat
Just-
charisma check?
Yeah, just roll it straight up.
Okay. And this is
Ooh.
6.
You get a point though.
Halfway to level 6.
What did you sell this person that was fake and he really needed?
Well, I ran
Crossbow.
Martha's magic shop. So I also, there's two faults here right now, which is one, I ran Martha's magic shop, and I also went by the name Martha, which is completely fake. Not only did I give fake, like, psychic readings, which sometimes are fake, sometimes weren't fake, I just sold, like, a bunch of incense that I was like, this will cure your heart disease. Like, a bunch of things like that. Well, this crystal ball will connect you with your dead loved ones, like that type thing.
Who died because of your baubles?
Who died because of it? Oh, God. Probably, like, their brother or something.
All right. I got some we got some medicine from you and it killed my brother. And he's ready. The safety is coming off of that crossbow and he's got it straight at Niobe.
Well, number one, my stuff wouldn't have killed your brother. It just wouldn't have saved his life. Number two, I will kill you right now if you don't put that crossbow away.
Yeah, that's no, you already failed the charisma roll here, so he's taking that shot. So yeah, the bolt
Ooh.
flies at you. You killed my brother, and just the blast surprises you. Even roll a d8 and figure out how much damage you take.
Can I help her with something?
Do you have an ability to interject?
I'm gonna do
Yes.
something after this. 3.
It's not bad. That's fine.
The bolt
Down to half health, I'm okay.
lodges in. Niobe, you want to take the lead here?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stare him right in his eyes and try and turn him to stone.
Okay.
So I have to roll a con roll. That's a 13.
I'm pretty sure that dude is fucked, right?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, 10 plus they turn to stone.
And the stone statue of this person with a crossbow with like just hatred in his eyes forms and is immortalized in the sewer.
That didn't go well.
I've heard of getting stoned, but this is ridiculous.
He
Thank
shot
you.
at me! I didn't kill his brother. His brother thought that some witch named Martha was gonna give him some sage that was gonna cure heart disease. That's not my fault. That's common sense.
I can vouch that her name is not Martha.
Thank you. Ted.
What should we do with him, I guess?
Leave him there.
Oh.
That's a warning.
Oh,
If anyone else threatens him, we can just say, go down the tunnel and see what happened to your friend. We're here to help, not to get shot at. And I'm not going to take bloody damage from people that are supposed to be our allies when we have a bunch of fucking robots to fight. This is a waste of time. Let's keep going.
It could have gone better.
How? He shot at me! Was I supposed to just get shot? What? No one else helped me?
It just seemed like a little extra, you know?
A little
Chess
monstrous.
You ripped the head off of like 8 people like 4 days ago.
You have no reason to judge. No right to.
All right. And y'all are going to continue along this path, and eventually you will come into like a large common cistern with like a floating, like not floating, but like built up like wooden platform over the top of it. Definitely not the Thieves Guild in Riften or anything like that. and it's all just right there. They're kind of working on various things, and two of the guards kind of watch as y'all enter. What do y'all do? No, Willard's gonna say, "Oh, Willard, you're back, and you've brought companions?" And the guard is confused for a moment, and then kind of his eyes there. Well, they're not robots, so they look good to me.
I'll be hiding behind chat's watch after that.
Yep, no robot here. Just us. No robot at all.
We've actually been able to turn some of the robots.
Oh, what do you mean? You've like hacked them and you've made them turn on their masters?
Yeah, they started fighting with each other. One of them killed some of the other ones. We've got a secret key to that. Do not shoot.
All right, that sounds interesting. Argyle's gonna want to hear about that.
Mm-hmm.
Willard's like, well, that went better than I had hoped. And he's looking back at like, I guess you're like covered in like a cloak, like hidden away, like a Jedi in hiding.
Yeah, exactly like that. Just
Yoda.
don't mind me.
And yeah, you're gonna see towards the center of this place, sitting on like a big chair overlooking everything around, is the wealthy Argyle. And the guards like escorting you up. So, Willard's returned and he's brought companions. They say they have some sort of plan. Argyle's looking down at you. We have a plan too. What makes you think you can just come around and, I don't know, come up with plans willy-nilly?
Do you have a plan to shut down every single robot in the city?
Well, shut down? No, we were going to kill them.
You have what? Maybe 50, 100 men? There's hundreds of them in this city. They've been killing you. Travelers are leaving the city because they don't want to join your ranks, because your ranks are dying. If they stay, they're dying. It's not a winning battle if they're still on the playing field. You have to take them off the playing field.
I agree, and I'm willing to waste the playing field to do it. He looks at you. I don't know what kind of plan you've got, but maybe we can work together here. The Emperor has parked his flagship in Port Gunning. We're moving all of the black powder and other chemicals we have down in that direction for one last blast. Probably take out the whole dang port, but also it'll take out the whole dang port.
But the issue is, if the city doesn't exist after this is over, we're fucked. The entire point is that the city has to exist in order for this cycle to continue of energy being evenly displaced across the realm, and for there to be balance. And if the city doesn't exist, who's going to stop the next wave of people coming over the gold mountains to do the exact same thing over and over and over again? And they'll have more people, they can build more robots, but we can't regain ranks like that.
And they're sending monsters.
Parlay for that, because I think you're making a solid case. The leverage here is that the men are kind of listening to you. Like, Argyle seems motivated by revenge, but the other men and women that are fighting here are willing to hear out another plan.
Okay. Parlay?
Yep.
12.
People start to gather and start to listen. And And I think that's it. I think that's where we're going to end it.
Ooh.
People start to gather and listen.
Ooh.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
So you got a week to come up with a plan.
Yes.
I've talked a lot about this plan, and we have that.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead
Kind
and
of have a plan.
get into the post thingies. So, where is my macro that says all the thingies? End of session. Go. All right, let's go through flags. Justin, fire it off.
Okay, so my flags skew to the what is it? Let me pull it up real quick. Okay, it's skewed to the convention of the civilized world. I didn't really hit any of my flags as much, other than I was a bit of a glutton, so that would be like the only point I would really do, because I wasn't curious on this one, and I didn't do the I probably shouldn't stuff, but I definitely ate, and so I guess I got that.
Yeah.
1 point.
You did share the figs, so I'm not gonna give you glutton.
You're right. You're right. But I did it for rabbit. I don't know if that makes any
Ooh.
difference. But then a glutton would want a rabbit and the pigs.
Yeah,
so
I think
that's cool.
that's the angle I'm gonna take there.
Yeah.
Chris, how about flags and drive for Skyer?
Some character
Let's
growth.
see. Let me open my character sheet. Let's see. Uncover a secret and take advantage of it.
I would say the secret about the gorilla's location, you know? Asking
Or like,
Willard.
You did run them down.
Yeah,
You took
did-
that
you-
risk. You
yeah.
separated yourself from the party
Mhm.
to find that information. I think that's definitely a thing.
I feel like that hits the other
Oh,
flag
curious.
that's curious, takes a risk
Mm.
for answers, definitely on that one. But the
Okay.
uncover a secret and take advantage of it, I feel like trying to figure out whether or not we can broadcast heroes ability to like multiple robots counts towards that, maybe. I don't know. Secret of
You-
the universe, is that guy?
You helped him on that. I'll agree with that. You assist a hero in kind of that discovery and exploited it. So yes.
In Sweet Tooth, I did not get it all. Have any food this session, and I'm kind of mad
Wow.
about it.
All right,
Maybe
Naomi?
Argyle has some.
Flag no mercy. I turned that man to stone. I did not need to do that. There was a more compassionate option, and I chose the easy way. So I'd say I got that one. Envious. I'm not quite sure. I think on the road, a lot of that was about Hero, and I kind of decided to mean mug that guy and make it about me and my power over him rather than what Hero had done for him. But I'm not 100% sure about that one.
I feel like you would have
Um,
also hit that with like basically usurping Argyle.
Yeah, that's true. I very much went into his war room and told him to shut up.
That's true.
I don't know if I hit Ruthless. I think I hit more No Mercy than
Mhm.
Ruthless because what I did didn't need to be done, so I don't really think that it hits Ruthless.
Gotcha. All right, and hero.
So my drive, not again. I think helping Willard not get killed by those robots and trying to protect him by using the powers given to me or discovered by Skyer, and then courageous. Just trying to, as the three robots were coming our way.
Weren't even thinking about your
Stop
own
them.
defense. You
Yeah.
you dove right in to go for the liberating touch.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so those two.
Okay. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
I would say so. We
We
learned a
learned
lot
all
of
about
things.
this. Yeah, we learned about the gorillas who are holding camp. We learned about the ship that's coming into the port. We learned about that plan and the attack on Lyonese from the other robots.
Also
I learned a lot.
learned that they want to reclaim the city for the monsters on these outer regions. So I don't know if that's, but yeah,
Okay.
something about the monsters.
Did we
Coming back.
overcome a notable monster, enemy, or challenge?
I don't think so.
Well, you hacked.
The guards.
Yeah, the guards. You hacked one, and then he
I
shot
feel
the
like-
two.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I feel like Hater was notable.
Hater's
Okay.
great.
Yeah, I think Hater was
I
a
loved
great.
Hater.
Hater was notable.
Hater was.
And not just Hater himself, but the way that it was dealt with, right?
Mhm.
It wouldn't be as notable if it was just a machine, you freed him, and then you decided, nah, fuck it, and killed him, right? Y'all didn't do that, so, and it took a different direction, and I think that's why it's notable. So, that's 2 experience, by the way. You learned stuff about the world, and you overcame that notable adversary.
Nice.
Alright. Y'all, this has been a blast.
Yeah.
So, let's get outros going.
Right.
Ryan, you want to take it away?
Sure. Hi. My name is Ryan. You can find me at twitch.tv/ballandrye, and I played Hero, the Hexblade.
Justin?
You can go and hear the music for the intro or wherever else it's going to be at bandlab.com/mixsushi3. I make a lot of the music, and then we use a lot of ambient stuff we find. It's just whatever. But if you like the music, or if you just want to support one of the podcasters on this podcast, go to bandlab.com/mixsushi3, like right there, if you're on video.
Going there right now.
It is linked in our Twitch chat right now.
Nice.
Chris, what you got?
Hey, I'm Chris. I was playing Skyer the Witch. You can follow me at ChrisGamble37 on Instagram if you want to have no updates from me whatsoever. Go to Realm Tabletop.com. It has all of our links for our show, everything we've mentioned so far, as far as like being on YouTube, being on Twitch, social media. It's all one big list of links. You can check out all our stuff. Also, we haven't talked about it in a while. If you go to Drive-Thru RPG and you search for Gray Matter Games, there's a couple different sets that are Raven's Realm themed that our friend of the show, David, has made. And so go give him some downloads.
Yeah. Kai?
Oh yes, me. I'm Kai. I was playing Niobe Crane this session. Not really fully on social media, but if you want to find me on Twitter before Meta Zuckerberg buys it because it's going down the shitter, you can find me at Kitchid with 2 Ds. That's KICHIDD.
I'm Brandon Tomlinson. I've been your storyteller / MC / whatever you call the person who directs games. You can find me on the various socials at the BWT. Yeah, but definitely come out and hang out in the Raven's Realm Discord community so we can talk about your favorite OSR games or whoever's played GURPS, as the various forum topics have been so far, which delights me to no end. Anywho, yeah, it's been fantastic. Do we have anything else to do, or are we ready to go out?
We can do our call out later. That was fun. Thank y'all for listening. We always appreciate every single person who listens and like enjoys it. I mean, if you don't have to enjoy it, but it's a positive when you do.
Peace, y'all.
Later.
Bye.